Hey everyone, it's Brandy and welcome back to my channel, Brandy Janae's Bookshelf. It is typical Monday filming day for me. I was trying to film on the weekend to get some of this knocked out, but I ended up not doing what I was supposed to do or what I told myself I was going to do over the weekend, and I just took the day to just relax and be lazy. So I'm here today. This video is actually going up on Friday, but I decided to film this one first because quite a few of these books that I'm filming for this video are going to be in the video that went up on Tuesday, which is my TBR, but all of that will have already passed, so you will have seen that if you watch all of that. Anyway, I'm already rambling on. As you can see from the title of this video, this is going to be my book haul for February. So I was doing pretty good for the beginning of the month. I had only had pre-orders coming in and the books that I got in my Outcrate box. And I had ordered one other book, which I think from January it had equaled up to like one or two physical books that I could buy new that I hadn't already read. So I was just like, okay, besides pre-order, I had only gotten one other book. But then I decided that I wanted to read a book for a book club, and I went on Book Outlet and I got more than just that one book. So I have a little bit more. It's probably about the same amount that I showed off last month. Hopefully it's less. So I'm just gonna jump right in. I do have these in somewhat of categories. So I am going to start off with pre-orders. The first pre-order that I had for February was On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. This does take place in the same world as The Hate U Give, but after watching a recent interview with the author, found out that the two characters don't know each other, they've never met, and they also have grown up very differently from each other. And then it looks like I actually only received 3 other pre-orders in a month, and they all came on the 26th. We have an adult romance, a YA fantasy, and then an adult fantasy. So starting off really in the size, that's the only order I'm going in. But first I have Hired by Zoe Castile. This is the second book in her I'm actually not sure what the series is called, but the first book is Stripped. I read that one last year and I really enjoyed it, so I decided that I wanted to pre-order this one. Moving on, the next pre-order that I have is Warrior of the Wild by Trisha Levenseller. This is her first novel that's not part of her Daughter of the Pirate King series. It was only a duology, so it wasn't, you know, too much. But this is the first book that we have from her that I'm pretty sure does not take place in that world. I don't know too much about this book. I decided that I wanted to pick it up because I enjoyed her writing and her storytelling in those 2 books. So I just automatically said, you know what, not even going to question what it's about. I'm going to pick it up. I have heard really good things about this one so far, so I hope that I enjoy it. And yeah, like even if I read the synopsis, it's probably not even going to tell me that much because it's not long at all. And what I believe is the last pre-order that I had for February was The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I'm sure you have seen this floating around because I feel like everyone is picking this up. The next book I picked up was also from Amazon, but this one wasn't a pre-order. I picked this up because I joined like an impromptu manga book club on Instagram. For their first manga, she decided to go with Full Metal Alchemist by Hiromu Arakawa. I always struggle with those names, but I went back and forth so much with this because I thought my library had a digital copy of this, so I was gonna borrow it from the library, read it to see how I felt about it, since I can't go to the physical library to get like borrow physical copies at the moment. But they didn't have it. They only had physical copies to borrow. Like they were available, but they only had physical copies, and I have no way to get to the library easily. So I was gonna like purchase a digital copy because it was like $6.99, but I was just like I was going back and forth, and then a bunch of people in the group was like, I just got the 3-in-1 edition because price wise it makes the most sense. Like it's the cheapest price wise for like what you're paying for a single volume versus what you would pay for, you know, 3 volumes in one. It's a series I've been interested in, so I decided to just go ahead and pick this one up. I have 2 more books to show off before I get to the books that I picked up from Book Outlet. And these are the books that came in my Outcrate box for February. I will put the link up in the iCards as well as in the description if you guys are interested in checking out my unboxing, because I did post one this month. But in that box we received 2 books. The first one being The Tea Dragon Society by Katie O'Neill. This is a graphic novel. I believe it's like a kids / middle grade fantasy type graphic novel or comic, or however you want to call this. I think this would be considered a comic because it's not really all that long. But the art style is super cute, and I've heard people talk about this, and I've heard just amazing things about this, and this was one that I have been considering picking up anyway. So I was really happy to see it in the OwlCrate box. So yeah, I am definitely going to be reading this one right away. And then the main book that was a part of the February OwlCrate box was Crown of Feathers by Nikki Papreto. I always struggle with that. This is an OwlCrate exclusive cover, if you cannot already tell. I feel like I'm super zoomed out. I zoomed out to take like my profile picture or the thumbnail picture, but I feel like for the videos it's a little better to have it a little bit more zoomed up so I don't seem so far away. I don't know. Maybe it's just a viewfinder where I seem far away, and in the video it's not that bad. Anyway, like I was saying, this is an OwlCrate exclusive cover, and if you're interested in seeing the original cover and you haven't already, and like compare the two, you can go and check out the OwlCrate unboxing, because I do post up a picture for a little bit so you can see the differences between the 2 covers. But yeah, that's what the back looks like as well. I don't know if I showed that off in the video. Looks really good. Those are all the books that I got that weren't from Book Outlet. Actually, no, I almost forgot. I won a giveaway this month, or I guess back in February, from Tortine on Instagram, and I won a copy of When Summer Ends by Jessica Pennington. And now that I have gone through all the books that were purchases outside of Book Outlet, I have that to show off to you guys. So yeah, this should go by really quickly because I didn't get too many. I got a few, but not a whole lot. So the first one I picked up was The Veil by Chloe Neal. This is the first book in her Devil's Owl series. This had been a possibility for the Wicked Spirits book club. It didn't win for March, but it was a possibility. So I was just like, you know what? I've been looking at that anyway, so let me just pick it up just in case it wins. And if not, I want to read it anyway. So I figured it would work out either way, and it did. So I have it. It didn't win, but I'm still interested in reading it. The next 3 books that I picked up are all part of a series, and that is the 3 books in the Hidden, what is this? I just looked at it. Oh my goodness. The Hidden Legacy series by Alana Andrews. They had all 3 books on there, so I decided to just go ahead and pick them up, and I believe these are in the right order. So first one is Burn For Me, the second is White Hot, and the third is Wildfire. Sorry. Next I have Calamity by Brandon Sanderson. This is book 3 in the Reckoners trilogy, I believe. The second to last book that I have in this haul is The Tiger's Daughter by Kay Arsenault Rivera. This is an adult fantasy. I don't know a whole lot about this book, but I remember Sam from Thoughts on Tone talking about this. And finally, the last book that I have to show off to you guys is the reason why I even went on Book Outlet in the first place, and that is for Last Call at the Nightshade Lounge by Paul Kruger. And this is the book pick for March for the Dragons and Tea book club. Those are all the physical books that I picked up in February, but that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know what are some of the books you picked up in February. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more from me, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again next week for my February wrap up. Bye.